All right, cool. Well, hello to everyone else, and we're going to begin now. Let me share my screen, and let's jump through the basics here, and we'll hit some strategy along the way as well. So let me just share my screen, and here we go. Okay, so when we think about Dubb in general, we want to think about what the video looks like when someone gets it. So when someone gets a Dubb video, they're going to see a 3-second animated preview like you see right here. So when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. So whatever you're doing. Now you can inside the Dubb platform with a little slider we have in there. You can choose a different part visually of the video you recorded if you want that to be the first 3 seconds, or you can upload your own thumbnail. And that's fine, but if you want to be really efficient, it's always good to be ready before you hit record so you're making that first 3 seconds really count. Now, there are different ways to record with Dubb that I'm going to show you in a bit. This one right here was recorded on the basic webcam inside the platform, and I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and the Dubb mobile app has a little whiteboard feature where you can type a message. Now, you'll notice that message says, "What's your hook?" So that's something we always want to come up with before we even think about recording anything. We got to decide what's our hook for our audience. So one of the most effective ways that we usually do this, and we've seen other people do it as well. If you use AI, like you use a ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, if you use Auto within the Dubb dashboard that you see right here, Auto right up here at the top, any one of these AIs, if you ask them, "Hey, what's a good 5 to 6 word hook that I can use with for my ideal client profile, my ICP? Here's why I'm reaching out to this person or that group, and here's the goal that I have." Now, the AI, you could say, give me like 25 to 6 word hooks. And the reason I say 20 is because you want a good amount to choose from. And the reason I say 5 to 6 words is because you'll notice on this little whiteboard feature here, it says, "What's your hook?" It's like 30 something characters. So you want to really have it nice and tight. And you also want to have that same hook up here in the subject line when you send it by email. So you kind of want to mirror those two. So 5 to 6 words is usually pretty good. So when the AI gives you that list, that's when you go through it. You give it a human pass and say, "Okay, I like that one, don't like that one, make it a little wittier," whatever adjustments you want to make. And then you have your hook. Then you have to decide, how do I visually want to record this video? And there are certain strategies to each. Now, this particular way that I recorded from the webcam with the whiteboard is probably one of the most straightforward styles you can deliver a message because it's right there in the whiteboard. You're putting it right in front of their face. You're holding it here, you're pointing at it, you're waving, just like that. This is really good for introductions. This is good for one-to-one. This is good for a follow-up. This is good for one-to-many. Maybe there's been an update and you want to update your audience on something. So maybe it's an action they took. Hey, you filled out a form. So these are all very straightforward deliveries that you can do in this style. Now, this webcam style here, you also can put a virtual background behind you. So if you want to drop a virtual behind you of someone's profile, like you see right here, maybe it's an article you want to share, a screenshot of an action, a website. Maybe you're in real estate and you want to put a property behind you like this, drop it as a background. And you also can use the whiteboard at the same time. So you can do one or the other, or you can use both. Have a background for context and have your hook right on the phone right there. You can do the same thing if you had someone's profile. You could have it behind you like this and then have your hook right there. So one or the other or both. Now you also have this kind of style to record with. This is a screen recording style. So this is with the Dubb Chrome extension, which is a browser-based screen recorder. You just Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process to pin it up here in the browser. You can see it up here at the top, the little Dubb symbol. And when you have it, it's any website that you want to be on top of. Whether you're a circle, square, you can see I got some annotations here, where you want to walk through a website and point things out for someone, where you really want to do some visual teaching and really hammering home a point on some things. You'll notice here inside the bubble, I'm still holding up that whiteboard. You could have just waved in there and pointed. I could have done that. But why not have an additional message which really hammers home why you're reaching out? So this is a market update, but it says big change. So there's some other messaging in there to think about. But anything browser-based, the Chrome extension is a browser-based screen recorder. So any website where you want to explain something, this is a really cool way to do it. This is also a really great way to reach out on LinkedIn that I'm going to show in a little bit, where your bubble is on top of their profile. There's also another really cool screen recorder that we have called the Dubb desktop app. Now, the desktop app is the exact opposite of the Chrome. It's not trapped inside the browser. It can fly over the top of anything on your computer. So whether it's a video, whether it's a Canvas slide, document, whatever it is, and you also can crop in closer on what you're showing. So notice this is the website here that I had pulled up, the market update, but I'm cropped in on something very specific. So when they see this GIF, it's pointing something really specific out. And there's some other differences as well that we'll cover in a little bit. But that's the Dubb desktop app. So if you want it, you would Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. Another style that we have is the mobile app. So when you record on the mobile app, you can drop a virtual background behind you like you see right here. You can do some text on screen that you see here. You also have the ability to just type that hook we talked about. Type it, put it above your head, below, middle, wherever you want to put it, different font, color, add some emojis like you see right here. You can do the same kind of thing. You also have the ability to use this. This is picture in picture. So this is really good for property walkthroughs in real estate. It's been popular for that. This uses both cameras on the phone and it puts you in on the screen of what you're recording. Now, outside of real estate, you could use it if you're at whatever industry you're in. If you're at a live event or you're at a place where everyone's gathering and you want to get some shots of the crowd and you want to send that out to your contacts, you can do that. If you're with a client and you want to do a quick little interview with them for like a social post where you're asking them questions, they could sit across from you. You're on the screen as well. You could even do that for a video testimonial if you're with a client. You also can pull up a website on your computer and then grab your phone and just lean in like this. And that way it's zooming into what you're showing on the computer and you're still on the screen as well. So all of these are different visually engaging ways to send someone a message. But the whole idea is when they get this video and they click on it, then they're brought to a page called a preset, which is Dubb's term for a customized landing page. So it's going to have your logo to the top left, right over here. It's going to have the video that you recorded right in the middle. And then it's going to have playlist videos that you can have play seamlessly after the video once it's concluded. The power of the playlist is not only, more videos to educate yourself, but it also gives you the ability to have one video you record one time, minute, minute and a half, and it's basically your pitch video about why someone should go with you. Now, the reason you want to have that in your playlist is because these initial videos, like we talked about, are all about that hook, that piece of value, that question, that statement, that information you want to relay to this person or group of people that are going to get them to want to watch it and then do something else. So it's less secondarily about you and more about that because your video is going to play right after. And these initial videos should be pretty quick, 30, 40 seconds. Get in, get out, have them take an action, and even reference that the next video that's going to play is going to be all about you and what you do and why someone should go with you. And if you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them right here in the playlist. And if you don't have them, I'll show you a quick way to get them in 1 second. Now, below here, you also have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed your content? Would you like them to book a time in your calendar? Would you like them to visit your website? Would you like them to fill out a form? Do you want them to download a document, a guide, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to email you back? How about check out a case study? Maybe leave your review. So there's a lot of choices you can have down here. And when you have multiples, I would go in order of importance from left to right. And if you want to get video testimonials, or if you already have somebody, you want to get some more, a convenient way that a lot of Dubb users have done this over the years is by using this reply with video button right here. So what you can do here is send someone a nice heartfelt video, and you can have that button below it and say, "Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's super easy. You don't have to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know. What do you think about the platform?" And then they send that video back to you. You get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply, and then you just make it part of the playlist. And this is the cool little circular kind of experience that you want to have someone in and the ability to take an action below. Now, the last part of the page is over here to the right. This is your AI assistant. This is called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And SIA is on there to give answers in real time. So when someone lands on your page, and maybe they're thinking about booking a time or taking whatever that next step is, but maybe they have questions. So over here, you can create up to 20 FAQs. 3 of them will show. You can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives the answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome, which in my case right here is book a time in my calendar. But it wants to keep the momentum going. So it's giving an answer and then reminding you, by the way, this is the next step. Now, this AI is educated inside of the Dubb platform with individual website page links. It will physically learn what's in text on those pages. And you can also upload a PDF as well. So it's one or the other or both, and then it will be completely educated on what you needed to know. Now, these preset landing pages in general, you want to think about them in terms of speaking directly to certain parts of your audience. So, if I was in real estate and I worked with just that simple split of buyers and sellers, I would want to have a preset landing page for the buyers and a preset landing page for the sellers. Same thing for differences in the crowd with mortgage, insurance, coaching, consulting, recruitment, financial, whatever you're in. If there is a difference in message between the segments of that audience, I would create a preset landing page related to that. And when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things we do is our team meets you in Zoom, does an optimization setup where we help you set up the buttons, the pages, all that good stuff, so you're ready to go. And all of this is tracked. Did someone open the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they just view the page? All of this is really important. So when you follow up, you can follow up in a very specific way. Now, as far as recording these videos, how would we record these different styles? So let's take the webcam one to start off. You'd go inside a Dubb, you go right up here at the top, click your red camera icon, it sits right here. And when you open it up, it's going to open up your webcam. So if you want to get the whiteboard, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, this is where you would find that button. So here is the mobile app, and the button is right up here at the top, that little square button with the person right there in the corner. So when you select that, that is where you're able to type. And that's where you would type your hook. And then once you type it, turn it just like this. And you have your messaging right there. And if you want to have the virtual background behind you, just go below, select virtual background. Whoops, virtual background. And then go to your photos, click here. And then you would upload any screenshots that you have, like all the stuff we talked about, properties, actions that people took, websites, profiles, whatever it is. And then it creates a library for you like this. Select the one that you want, and then it puts it behind you just like this. And then just make sure you have a good front light. I have a ring light right here, but you could have a ring light, natural light, combination of both. Just have some good light on you. If you use your hands a lot when you talk, I would keep them within your shoulders because if you go out here, they're kind of getting lost in the soup a little bit. And remember, you can always do a combination of both, the virtual background and this, if you'd like to do that. Now, every recording option on Dubb also has a teleprompter available. So to use a teleprompter within Dubb, you obviously have to have a script first that you have to have saved into the platform. So there are two ways to create a script and save it. One is going to be from inside Dubb in here. If you go to the assets over navigation over the left where it says assets, click here, go to scripts, and then all you do is click the blue plus button and just create a script. Copy and paste it, write it in here, and just make sure you hit save and close. The other way you can create a script if you want to, or access a script for your teleprompter, click up here into the area above, and then you can go right to scripting by clicking create new script. You can scroll to find a script that you'd like, or you can put the title of the script in just like this. Now, to use a teleprompter, I would say arm's distance is pretty good from the eye line. I would let the words flow up into my eye line up here at the top. I'm not going to chase the words. If you're chasing the words, then I would increase the speed. Also, give it a read through. You don't want the words to surprise you. When you read it out loud, sometimes it can be different than when you write it. So if you want to make some changes, there's a pencil icon right here. If you want to click this, make some real-time changes, and then absolutely save it. Here's the speed that you can adjust up or down. Play button to test your speed, back it off, or zoom it in. So here's what this would look like. So if I have my teleprompter pulled up here, I'm going to use my whiteboard here. I'm going to hit record, and it would be just like this. Hi, this is Rob with Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, click it again to keep going. I can hit the red X if I'd like to delete this, and it will ask you, are you sure? And if I want to save this video into the Dubb platform, it is the check mark, which we'll do in a second. But to close the teleprompter, tap the little button here, and it's closed. So again, for the most straightforward way you can communicate right here, one-to-one, one-to-many, right from your webcam, just like this. So I'm going to save the button here. I'm going to hit this check mark here, and it's going to save this video into Dubb. Now, anytime a video is saved into the Dubb platform, you're going to end up on the video edit page inside of Dubb, which you see right here. So this is where you can do some things. So let me just grab a different video just because that one's still transcoding. Okay, so inside here at the top, you can click up here and you can edit the internal title of the video. Just make sure you click the check mark when you're done. You can go over here to the right. There's a little square button with an arrow. This is where you can preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page. So if I select this, it's going to open a new tab and remind me, yeah, great, there's my video, there's my playlist. Great, everything looks good. Now over here, back here, you have a drop down here where you can choose a different preset landing page to be in the background instead if you want to switch it. Because if you already have your preset landing pages created, you can just select a different one here and it will apply it behind the video to the background. Notice how this has a check mark and says Rob's preset. That's my default preset. So whenever you have preset landing pages, there's always going to be a default that you select. So when you record something, that will always be the background that's assigned to it, unless you change it. Every Dubb video, you can also download the MP4 version of the video. So whatever you save in here or record or enter into Dubb, you can download an MP4. You also have a QR code for every Dubb video. So if you are doing, say, in real estate, you're doing an open house, have a placard on the counter, has a nice QR code. Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, you can check out more properties down below. If you're at a live event in whatever industry you're in, have a QR code already made. So when you meet someone, they can scan it and the video is already there saying, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. If you want to keep in touch, click below. You also can do this for physical mail marketing. Make a fun video. Thanks for pulling me out of your mail stack or however you're delivering, what you're doing. So QR codes are a big part of the Dubb videos. Also down here, you can upload it to YouTube if you have a YouTube channel. We have analytics right here, which is a little AI digital coach called Kyra. So if you do want immediate feedback on the videos that you record, just click generate and it's going to create a little breakdown analysis for you to give you feedback on delivery, content, and the actual visuals. Over here to the right, you have activity that we talked about earlier. You can really drill down on what you want information on. You can get information on all of it, or just the button clicks, the watches, whatever you'd like. Now, there's also a details tab right here. This details tab is going to remind you that these are the buttons that you have below your video. This is the AI sales assistant you have on your page. And these are the playlist videos that are going to play after the video that you've created. I can add or delete any of these right here, right now. Now, if I already sent this video to someone, let's say I already sent it out, but I wanted to change a button or a video, I still can make those changes and it will retroactively refresh on the other side. I also have an editing tab. So if I want to edit a Dubb video, I absolutely can do this. I can hit the play button. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. I can drag my timeline. Let's say I want to cut something out. Let's say I want to cut this part out right here. I'm going to hit the scissor icon. That's going to split in two. I'm going to play it or drag it to my second cut point. Let's say it's right here. Scissors. And now I've got three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange, I'm going to hit the trash can and it's gone. And if I want to bring everything back, it's undo, 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 and I am right back to the beginning. Now we also have a design tab. So this is what I was saying in the beginning, where you hit record, the first 3 seconds repeats. But if you want to drag this timeline to a different part that you visually like better, you can do that. Click generate thumbnail, or you can upload your own thumbnail. So it's really your choice on that one. Now we recorded a video, we have it on a landing page. Now we're going to send it. So to send it, just open up a simple email and just some best practices here. You always want to have the word video in the subject line. It's the first thing someone sees when they see that subject line, especially when you look at all the emails you get. It's rare that you see the word video. You definitely want to have your hook that we talked about, have a little bit of text in terms of why they should watch it. And then to add the video in, you can do it in two ways. So one is going to be from inside the Dubb platform. There's always a big blue share and send button right next to the video. So when you select this, you would just put the email in of the person you're sending it to, so you get that nice advanced tracking. You can add a little personalization text at the top of the video if you'd like. Click copy for email, and then it's just a copy and paste. And then you'll see that banner right up there at the top where I typed. Again, no necessity, you can do it if you want to. Now, another way to drop this in is with a shortcut. So the shortcut is available with Gmail and Outlook 365. Now, we talked, and we're going to look at in a second, the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder right up here in the browser, which we're going to look at in a minute. But when you get this little button is going to show up in Gmail down at the bottom. See the Dubb button right there? In Outlook 365, it's going to show up off to the right in add-ins, but that button is going to be the shortcut. So inside the email client here, I can click this here. It opens up the Chrome extension recorder, which we're going to use in a bit. I'm going to turn off my camera and see how I'm scrolling through my video library down to the bottom right. You're going to find the video you want. Let's just say it's right there. Click Advanced Options. Again, put that email in for the tracking. Put in some personalization text if you'd like to, and then just click Insert Video, and it pops it right in, just like that. So two ways to do it there. Now, as far as screen recording, let's look at this. We talked about this earlier and showed this. The Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. Browser-based, any website that you want to share. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. So if I wanted to reach out to Ruben here on LinkedIn, I'm going to go up here to get the Chrome extension, open it up, and it's going to put me physically on the page just like this. Now, any website that you're on top of, you want to think about the size of your webcam, the shape of your webcam, and the placement of your webcam. So you can change the shapes by here, clicking these different shapes. So whatever the aesthetic is of the page, you're on more of an angular site, use squares. I'm going to keep it in a circle because Ruben's in a circle. Size-wise, you can drag the edge right here. So if you drag it, you can go, whatever custom size you want. I wouldn't go too big because then you're kind of covering everything. I'd go maybe here. And then placement, where do you want to put yourself? Where's a cool spot? I'm going to go right next to Ruben, which is going to be right here. Now you also can zoom yourself in. You can back yourself up. You can move yourself around physically. You also can jump to full screen. If you'd like to jump to full screen, go back to the page. You also have the ability to turn your camera off, turn it back on. You can use your headshot. You also can put a virtual background behind you if you'd like, if you want a virtual background, just like we just did in the examples before this. You also have an annotation tool right over here to use. And you have a teleprompter. This teleprompter is a little different. So when we find our script here, let's just grab this one right here. You can physically move this around the screen. You can manipulate the sides like this to make it a little thinner. You can do the speed up or down. You can do the back the text off. And then you're going to move it towards the camera. Now, the thing to remember is with the teleprompter, because it's browser based, don't want to go full screen on your browser because if you do, it will hide the teleprompter and you won't be able to physically use it. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit the start record button, like here, you want to be able to tap this thing to bring it forward to be able to use it. Now there are three orientations to record right over here. There's camera, which opens up like a webcam. There's screen, which gets your entire full screen. And then there's tab, which is a nice clean cut of the tab that we're on. We're going to use that right now. So I'm going to get my message ready because I want to have my additional message inside my bubble here. I'm going to hit record off to the right. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share, and here's what it would be like. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to reach out because I did not know that you wrote a book. Click record. Very cool. I got to check this out. I want to talk to you about this. So I did my whole 3 second stuff. I had my message here. I could maybe wave. I could do a little knock on his bubble, whatever I wanted to do to be creative. And then I would go forward. Now, the thing is, once you say hello, I kind of like to jump to full screen to talk to the person directly and go back. But it's really up to you. Regardless of LinkedIn, if you're on a website and you're pointing things out, whenever you jump to full screen, it's kind of a cool way to really get their attention, break the visuals, and talk about, make the point that you want to make. To jump to full screen, you can take your mouse and hover over the circle here and double click, brings you here. Double click to go back. You can hover over and click the little square here, brings you here. Click it here to go back. You also can click it on bottom on the control panel to expand the webcam and click it again to go back. You also can scroll around. You can be very free flowing, whatever your natural style is. If you're a little more regimented, you want to hit pause, hit the pause button. You don't have to run through the whole thing. Just pause and then resume. All you have to do is click the button again, resumes it. And then you can use the annotation tool right over here to the left to point out things that you want to point out. So whether it's text on screen, whether you're putting things in numerical order of importance, whether you're drawing circles, underlining, whatever it is, these annotations are going to stay sticky. So when you continue down the page, they're not going to follow you down. So this is a really nice way to reach out on LinkedIn. It's worked well for folks over the years. Any website you want to share, market updates, whatever it is, if it's in the browser and you want to walk someone through something, Chrome extension is a really nice way to do it. Now to save the video like we did before, it's going to be the check mark. So I'm going to select that again, and again, it's going to save the video inside of Dubb and take us to the video edit page where we were before, right here. Now, how would we send this video to Ruben? We recorded something for him, but how would we send it to him? So what you want to do is you want to connect with the person first. You want to be a first connection, and then click the message button right here. And then you'll notice there's a little Dubb button in LinkedIn and the integration we have with LinkedIn. The message window, it's right down there. And when you select that, just like it did with the email, it opens up the Chrome that we just used. Find your video. There it is right there. Click insert. And then you would just highlight the text like this and change it to something, whatever the message you wanted it to be. And then click send. And then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview inside his inbox as opposed to just a text-based message that, everybody would normally see. Now, the other screen recorder that we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So I'm going to show you the difference now between the two. So you would Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. And then the little Dubb symbol up here on a Mac is here. I believe it's down at the bottom on a PC. You can see all the different things it does right here. You can click the little view quick menu and it'll pull it up separately here. And we're going to be looking at record screen. So I'm going to select that here and I'm going to show you the differences and the similarities. So similarities to the Chrome that you just saw is that you can all the stuff in the bubble you can do that you just did with the Chrome. All of that's here. The annotation tool is similar to the Chrome where it does all the same annotations, but the only difference is when you use this with the desktop app, when you use the annotations, they're not going to stay sticky. So they're going to follow you. So use them, delete them, and then move on. The teleprompter is similar in the fact that you can physically move this like you could with the Chrome, but there's some different options here. So when you find the script that you want, let's do this one right here. You'll notice the first option you see right here is auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if you hit record and you start reading the script, it's going to go at your pace. If you don't want to use that and you like controlling the speed and letting it scroll like the other two, just click the button closed and now you'll notice you have a scroll speed available, just like this. So it's either auto scroll or auto track. Now, as far as recording, here's another big difference. This red slash right here that you see right here, if I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. Right now it's on custom. So whatever is in between the blue lines here and whatever I move it on top of, that's what's going to be inside the recording. With custom, I can crop around anything that I'd like to crop around, which is really cool because you can get very specific on certain things, whether it's a Canvas slide, document, website, again, whatever it is. You also can click down here and choose landscape, proper orientation for YouTube, or you can choose portrait, which is perfect for social media. Obviously, it's in the proper format. Just put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of right from your desktop. Now, the other part of it is the recording itself. So when I hit record, the red button here, I'm going to click it. I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume. The difference here is the check mark. So the last two examples you saw with the webcam and Chrome, when you hit the check mark, it saves it into Dubb, not with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window and it's going to say, hey, you've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record some clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. The cool thing about clip recording is it gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer. So remember we said before, every Dubb video you save is an MP4 version you can download. You can make it part of the story here. Now, if I want to keep going, how would I keep recording? Because what I just did was a screen recording video. So down at the bottom left, you have 3 creative icons to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen video. So that's how I do another clip in the style that I just did. So let's just say I want to show something else now. I'm going to just pull up this website or whatever you want to pull up next, right? I'm going to grab the preview window again and I'm going to click the bottom left, record screen video right there. Click it. It's going to bring me back here. And now I want to show what's on this page. So I'm going to hit record, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And I would crop this however I wanted to crop it. I'd put it in the spot that I wanted to. And then I'm going to hit the check mark. And there is my second clip that I've recorded. Now, the cool thing is these clips don't have to be in chronological order because I can physically move these clips in any order that I would like. So it frees you up creatively. You also can hit the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now, you also have a webcam button down at the bottom left. So when I click that there, you can record from your webcam. So this could be your opening, this could be your closing, this could be you talking about a very specific topic that's visually different than the other clips. and then you're going to hit the check mark, and there is that clip. And again, put it where you want to put it. The last option you have down to the bottom left is what's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything that you would like. So if I was sitting in front of my webcam with my teleprompter, if I wanted to, and I recorded a market update, I could record that video, save it into Dubb, and then I would click the narrator button here. It would take me to my video library. Let's just pretend this is the video that I recorded, right? Select it here. I pulled up the website I want to be on top of or document or whatever it is. I hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hi, this is Rob with Dubb. We're the sales operating system. We use video. And I can scroll around, I can annotate, I can do all this stuff that that the pre-recorded version of me isn't doing. It's just talking. So I can do the other stuff if I want to. So I can totally just relax and do that. It's a pretty cool option. So whether it's screen recording, whether it's webcam, whether it's pre-recorded videos, the desktop app has all the ability to do that. Now, when you've recorded your clips here and you'd like to merge them together into one video, all you have to do is select the edit button to the bottom right. That's going to merge everything together. And then right here inside the desktop app, you have the option to do a full editing run here, just like we did inside of Dubb. Same kind of editor right here. You even can click this little button here, which will get rid of the silences, which are little pink areas, and give you a tighter cut if you want that kind of style. You then can download the MP4 and you can upload it into the Dubb platform. So a lot of different options with the desktop app because the cool thing about the Chrome extension is it's very quick. You open it up, it's browser based, but if you want a little more nuance to it, the desktop app is pretty amazing. All right, so the last kind of recording that we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because it's also a clip recorder as well. So it has that same kind of functionality there, but it has some other cool stuff too. So let me share my screen here and let me show you how to record with the mobile app. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app right here. And if we're going to record, we're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom. And when we click this here, it's going to open up and here's our camera. Now, when you're first using the Dubb mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for a minute. So I'm always going to slide mine over to 10 so I don't get cut off. You can't go beyond 10 minutes. To record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom and now I am recording. You can see this here, the timer, and you can see the timer at the top. I can hit the pause button and resume right over here. And to end the recording, just tap the circle again. And there is the clip that I have just recorded. So again, just like the desktop app, it is a clip recorder as well. And this clip has been automatically saved, again, on my phone in my photo video area if I need it. I'm going to tap the circle again to record one more clip. Here we are. I'm going to tap it again to close it. And there is the second clip that I've recorded. And you can physically move these. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide it. So again, you don't have to record chronologically, which is, again, pretty neat. And if you tap a clip individually, it's going to open up here. I can download, delete, trim, and if I select edit, I have the ability to add royalty-free music. If I select the music icon to the right, I can choose whatever I'd like in here. All these are royalty-free that you can use. Just make sure you adjust the level so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. And then you also can select the text icon to record one. And this is what you saw in the beginning where I can type some text on the screen, my hook that we talked about, and put it wherever I want. Different font, different color, different size. I have that ability. I also can select the microphone icon and do a voiceover right now if I want to. I can speed up the action. I can add burned in subtitles to this here, or I can do it at the end. Now, these icons over here, what do they do? So if you tap the tooltip at the top, it's going to tell you these are the functions of the buttons over here. Now, I always have a countdown timer on, which is right here. I always go with 3 seconds, just because, I think that's the perfect amount of time. 1, 2, 3, you 3, 2, 1, you're getting ready, smile. Oh, always got to remember to smile. And then if you want to do video stabilization, it's this button right here. So if you are doing a walk and talk and you feel it's a little rough, a little herky-jerky, you can select this button here, choose low, medium, or high, and then it will pretty much bring it from this more like this, so smoother. And if you want to add a video that you've recorded, say you recorded something outside of the Dubb mobile app, but you want to add it down here to the story, you can go to the folder button here, find that video in your photo video area, select it, and then you just add it as a clip, and then you can move it around. If you want to record your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this button. So when you select this one here, it does black and white, the skin smoothing, kind of different effects here. I always thought this was kind of a funny one. This one, it's almost like where is it? Where'd it go? It's like the little spy button one is pretty funny. It's like that one. I think it's pretty funny. Really focus on something. And then if you want to use picture in picture that we talked about in the beginning, it's this one right here. So when you select this one, it's going to physically show what's in front of you. And then you can move yourself around. You can change your size. So I can move here, make myself bigger, smaller, zoom into my background. I have all those different options. And then the last one down here is your virtual background. So if you take screenshots of your phone, look at the stuff we talked about earlier with the webcam, whether it's properties, articles, company websites, whatever it is, screenshot it, click here, and just access it and put it behind you. So just like that. And then when you're ready, and all these clips, you're ready to merge them into one video, select the button to the top right, this blue button. That's going to merge the clips together. And then you're going to have a finished copy on your phone of the finished video. And then you also can upload it into the platform by selecting the blue upload button right here, which will save it into Dubb. Now, the mobile app here also has some other stuff you can do. So our video library that we see right here, all you have to do, whoops, let's see, I think I'm frozen. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Let me reshare because it looks like I got frozen for a second. All right, let's reshare. Okay. So here is my video library. So when I select a video, I can send it from here. So notice there's a big blue share video button here in the middle. Click it here. And notice copy for email. If I click that, it copies to my clipboard. Then I would just paste it. Then I can click copy for SMS. Again, paste it. And then you can either click the block icon to the top right above the video. That's your email icon. Or click the paper airplane icon. That's the SMS as well. Now you also can do some AI writing here on the mobile app as well. There's a little brain icon. So the blue camera is in the middle. Right to the left is that little gray brain icon. If you select that there, you can do some AI writing right here within the mobile app. Now the AI writer is also available in the Dubb dashboard. So we mentioned in the beginning Dubb Auto when we talked in the beginning about strategy, how the AI can really help you with that and something you should really establish first, before you hit record. The AI inside Dubb can also help you with writing as well. So when you're in the Dubb dashboard here, and auto is right here in the middle, right up here at the top, I would take advantage of this first over here to the right. This is a little profile feature with the AI. So when you select this here, notice how it says basic and sales. I just set up two just little ones here. But imagine for a second I'm in real estate and I work with buyers and sellers, okay? I would want to have a buyer profile and a seller profile created. So you just click create profile and whatever industry you're in, this part of your audience, just start answering questions about this segment of your audience because there's a preferred tone of communication. You even can apply this writing structure if you'd like to, because we always talk about opening with a hook. So it's the have method. Open with the hook, address their needs, provide value, extend a call to action. You don't have to have it on here, but you can if you want to. Click save. So then if I'm ready to write, I'm going to just go to my profile feature and be like, all right, I'm working with my seller audience today. So now I just have it clicked. The AI is going to remember everything about the audience. And then I can pop in here and say, write me an email script, write me a video script, whatever you want the AI to write, it'll write it. And then we'll also ask you, hey, do you want me to save this inside the platform? And you can save it inside the platform. You also can ask Auto any questions related to Dubb, or you can ask Auto strategy questions. Like I'm in recruitment, what kind of recruiting video should I send? And you'll get that kind of information right here. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really love, like you have a HubSpot or a Salesforce or, a Go High Level or something like that, and you have all your workflows set up in there and you just want to add video, you can do that because we have a really big list of different third-party centers and CRMs that people like and use, and you can just add video, if you want to keep those. Now, if you don't have a CRM or you're looking to change, you can use Dubb as a CRM. So over here under CRM, you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns, email, SMS, bulk. You also can do automation with our Pro Plus plan that has drip sequences and automated workflows. Now, as far as learning, goes inside here off to the right under training over here. If you click this second little video, the little link over here, videos, this is our Dubb learning library called Dubb Academy. Let's see if it loads. Looks like it's empty. Normally it's there. So you'd have all your training videos there you can go through. You also can click this little button down here to the left, this little green intercom button. And you select this here, you can chat with the AI, chat with a team member. You can do a keyword search in here as well. Like say, how does the Chrome extension work? It will give you a video, an article, screenshots, all of that good stuff. So you're able to access what you need to learn more about it. Also, Dubb support on YouTube is another great one that has all of our trainings. So all of these live trainings here are going to be on Dubb support within the next couple hours, typically, where you can go back to that spot that you want to see more about and you're able to access it. Now, one of the last things I want to mention here are two things. One is going to be this new feature that we added on Dubb, probably about maybe a couple weeks now. It's the prompt feature right here. So prompt to video. This is an AI feature the team built. When you select this here, it's going to give you the option to create some AI videos. So there's a drop down here where these are the different kinds of AI videos you can create. So whether it's an intro hook or greeting, user generated content, social media, they have different looks and deliveries. So this is an example of an intro.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
This would be an example of, here, I'll pop the commercial because it's a little different.
Every day begins somewhere with a choice to keep moving.
So you can create these little AI videos before your authentic video. So choose the kind that you like, come down here, give it a prompt, just read the little tooltip here, kind of give suggestions on this. And then you want to make sure that you select your AI profile because remember we talked about your audience. So if I'm in recruitment, I'm making this for employers and not candidates. I'm going to select employers. Again, it will remember everything about the AI. Then you type your prompt in here. I'm just going to say a great white shark swims up. It says, welcome to the training. Now, remember, with these prompts, you can be as detailed as you want. If you have a very specific vision, just do that, or just put something basic in. You can choose landscape or portrait, and the duration time is anywhere between 4 and 12 seconds. Typically, when you select a type up here, like I selected commercial, it's going to automatically be 12. But if I select intro, it's going to change to 4. So it's the recommended kind right here. Now, you can't do your own face, you can't do celebrities, you can't do historical figures, all that good stuff. Now, when you click generate concepts, it's going to give you three choices. So you can select all three for the AI to generate, or you can just pick one, whatever you'd like to do. Might as well pick three if you want to. It will generate them all at the same time. And then you're going to get an email that says your AI video is ready. And then that video is going to show up in your video library when it's complete. So when you open your video library, you're just going to see it sitting in there because you already would have gotten the email that said it was ready. So here's the three concepts. I'll just pick one right here, give them a read to see what you like. You can go back and edit the prompt if you'd like to. Click generate video if you're ready, and then it will say generate another one or go back to the dashboard while it's being created. So again, you're going to see it in your video library. So as an example, if it was done, there's a cat one. Let me pick the shark one. This one right here. Then you just, open up a new window, hit play, and see if you like it.
Welcome to the live training.
Shark looks pretty good. And then you would have in your playlist your authentic video of you that would play after. So there's a lot of different use cases for it. And like I said, we just rolled it out. So if you're going to give it a shot, give it a shot and let us know what you think. Last thing I'll say here is referrals. So down here to the left, if you click referrals and you click apply now, we do a 30% recurring commission on that referral link that gets created right there. So if you share it with your folks, it's a 30% recurring com. Invite them into live training. We're very supportive of our partners. We have meetings every Thursday that we do related to that. We have meetings on Wednesday for real estate, and we have meetings on Tuesday for founder coaching that Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, do, where they have their own curriculum, their own deep dives. They do have a form you can fill out about your business. That's if you're part of Pro Plus, you have access to that. So if you're on real estate Wednesdays, if you want partner strategies, that's on Thursdays. It's kind of our webinar lineup that we do. But at the end of the day, it's all about deciding what is your hook is from your ICP, your ideal client profile. Once you have that figured out, is it a one-to-one reach out? Is it one to many? And then what is the style? Is it a direct forward style recording from your webcam? Is it being in a bubble on a screen, walking someone through something? Is it a fun mobile app one? You're doing a walk and talk, or maybe you're using picture in picture. So these are all really little creative choices you can make that people will say, "Oh, that's a different way for to reach out to me," and they'll want to click on it. Now, a cool thing, if you're doing cold outreach, I would always split test everything. Like if you're doing like a cold email outreach, send a bunch of videos, send a bunch of emails with no video with your hook, send a bunch with a video, one video that you record. See which one does better. The cold audience is a little different. If you're doing a lot of cold calling, a cool thing you can do is you can send a video to some like to the person that your prospect, and then call. And one of the first things you say is, "Hey, listen, I'm calling because I just sent you a video with blah blah blah. Did you get it?" And then you can get into the conversation right there. Some cool stuff. If you do any physical like prospecting in your area, you're out and about, you can always do a video of you outside the business with picture in picture, send it to the person inside the building. They get it and say, yeah, and then show them the video. So there's some neat creative things that you can do with that. Okay. Hey, Ina. Ina's here from our team. If no one knows Ina, people that are returners know Ina. She's knows everything and everything about the Dubb platform. New folks, this is going to be your new best friend if you subscribe. It's her right there. So what's up, Ina?
Good, good. All good.
Anything in the chat? What do we got going on? Let's see.
I think Sophia has a question in here. Is there an option to automate it in order to batch create the videos from a database?
Let's see if
Can
Sophia's
you
still here. Yeah, let's see.
clarify?
Hey, Sophia, just turn your mic on if you want to just clarify that just a little bit for us.
Um, well, I have my own CRM and I have around 12,000 contacts.
Mhm.
And I wanted to know, for example, if I have three Roberts, 14 Shirleys, uh, can I have an automation to create with the text, "Hey, Robert, hey, Shirley," from my database to create the videos?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like what I had advised this to one of our customers before. Like they do that batch recording, all of the Robert, all of the Johns that they have, they hyper personalize that and then do like a batch or bulk send saying hi. In the first name, it will all be hi Robert. And then once they send that out, and if they get any replies, and if there's any in the automation that could trigger that in response, depending on the response of the recipient, then yeah, that would be possible. So yeah.
But can it join the videos? I mean, I have the main presentation video for my product
Mm-mm.
and my proposal, and I have the intro video with the name or something. Can it then not cut, but the contrary? Can it join the both videos and be sent like one video?
Um, Yeah, what some of our users do is they instead of displaying the playlist thumbnail on the side, they just um not display it. So they uncheck the check box for display playlist thumbnail so that it will be seamless. Like
Okay.
the first introduction video, hi Robert, I'm Nina from Dub. Check there's no need to do like check out the next video that will play after this. So there's no need for that. And the learn more about us, yada yada, then the video will continue on the next video.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank
Mm-mm.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sophia.
Sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cheat code right there. It's a playlist, but it doesn't look like a playlist. It looks like it's all one
Mm-mm.
video.
Exactly.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Sophia. And then to answer your question, John, yes, John just joined Ina, so John would need his optimization set up. So we'll get you that link, John. Let's see. And
Okay.
then you see that in there in the chat, you know, right? The optimization.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, cool. And then I saw one from I think someone had their hand up. Maybe they put it down. Maybe it was Maurice. I think he was looking to have a meeting, or I believe he has that in the chat. Do you see that there, Ina?
Mm,
Last one.
no hands up.
Okay. Looks like Maurice sent you his email. Want to get a meeting?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Jacques. There we go. Jacques had his hand up. Hey, Jacques. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good, Rob. How's everything going? Hi, Ina.
Good. What's happening?
Pretty good, thank you. I have two questions. The first one, The optimization, do you handle that also, or is it just other team members that do that?
It would be Ina and then other folks from our team.
Okay. I'd like to
Mhm.
see if I could possibly set that up. I mean, I think my form was optimized, but I just had some questions on some of the stuff I was put in there. So how do I set an appointment for that?
Yeah, Ina, do you want to reach out with the link, or do you have?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have
I'll reach out to you, Jax.
Thank you, Ina.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
Josh. Good to have you in here, my friend.
You too. Oh, that was my first question. The second question, the AI video, the one that you showed the other day, you
Yeah.
just showed, I
Hmm.
tried it the other day. It did like three videos for me,
Hmm.
and then it said to something to the effect that I needed more credits. Is there like a certain limit?
Yeah, let me check with the team. Ina, do we know the limit yet on those? Like, I'm not
I'm
sure
not
the
sure
number
about the
yet.
limit and but I could check on your like the additional credits for that. How many we can add
Yeah.
to accommodate your request. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So those are two things I'd like to talk to you about, Nina. If you call me back, please, or contact
Okay,
me.
yeah, sure.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And then, Charlotte, I saw you had, was there a certain button you wanted to see? Sorry, I saw that earlier. Was there a button that you needed to see? You said, what was
Well,
that?
I think we've gone way past it, so no, I can't even remember what it was. So I'm just going to go back and review it to see what it was. You'd mentioned a button, but I couldn't see where it was on the screen. So
Okay. Let us know. Yeah,
yeah,
there's a lot of cool creative stuff you can do. So,
no, there's a lot. There's a lot on this. I'm quite impressed with it, and of course my brain is going. It's like, okay, how, what this will in the landscape that of what I do
yes.
and
Yes.
what I'm trying to achieve.
Pick one use case, one tech. Then and then just do that first. That's usually what we tell everybody. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would take whatever your first mission is in terms of reaching out to a certain group or a certain person. How do you want to reach out? Are you physically showing something on the screen, or is it just you with the webcam, with the whiteboard, maybe with the message? That's just the decision making part of it once you know what that hook is. And then I would just focus on that tech and then
Hmm.
just setting it that way. Because that way it doesn't become overwhelmed about all the stuff you can do. It becomes
Right.
what that
Right.
one part is. And if you want to, I just dropped this in the chat. We have an email called feedback at Dubb. So if you want to record something, like if you want to pretend like, I'm a prospect or whatever, you can record something and then we can give you feedback before you send it out.
Where are y'all located out of?
Los Angeles.
Los
Really.
Angeles.
But we
Okay.
have a
Okay.
we got a global team though. So but I'm here in LA and we got other team members as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good to meet you, Charlotte. Let us know if you need anything. And like I said, record something. Send it over. We love seeing it. So,
Yeah, I haven't signed up for anything yet on here because I'm trying to figure out what exactly. And then I sent a question actually through Facebook Messenger,
mm,
and it had to do with because I see that you've got the mobile app Pro, which has one cost,
yeah,
and then there is the monthly or annual on the desktop.
yes.
And what the limitation, depending on which one I go with, what are the limitations on each?
Yeah, so the Mobile Pro is one of those where if you wanted to just live in the mobile app, it would just be that. You'd have limited CTAs. It would just be within the mobile. So if you watch we have on YouTube a good training on just the mobile app itself. It would
Okay.
just be living in there. So you'd be walking around, this would be your Dubb that you'd have. You wouldn't have the different preset landing pages you could create. It'd be very basic, but that's why the cost would be lower than just the normal Pro or Pro Plus, the monthly or annual.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, sometimes people start there and then they expand out to other stuff. So it's up to you. Yeah.
So basically, if I have the Mobile Pro, I can't do anything on the desktop thing.
Yeah, you're limited to the mobile. You can do update your information as far as your contacts and things like that, but it's slow. Like, with Dubb, when you have the Pro plan, you can upload all your contacts with the CSV file, but when you have the mobile app, it's like a one contact upload, into there and stuff like that. So it's much more isolated, as far as that.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 Cool. Well, anything else on your mind, Charlotte?
Nope, not right now. Not at this moment. It'll
Hey,
come to me later, I'm sure.
let us know. Support at
I will. No,
dubb.com
thank
or
you.
come back in. Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Charlotte.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And everybody else, we're to the top of the hour. Anything on anybody else's mind before we head out? Anything before we go from anyone? Okay, great. Well, everyone, thank you so much for
I
coming
have
in.
one
It's
more
great.
question.
Oh, go ahead, Sophia. Yeah.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
was asking, I'm on the Pro Plus plan,
Hmm.
and wondered, is there a price for the API, separate price for the API?
No, it's included in the Pro Plus plan.
Oh, perfect. Great. Thank
Mm-mm.
you.
Yeah,
Great.
you're
Good to
welcome.
meet you, Sophia. Ina, thanks for the support as
You
always,
too.
everybody. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you tomorrow if you're back, and see you then.
Okay. See you.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.